have joined together in promoting good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and the officials in a positive manner. Give your team a cheer, but remember who else is here. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, team representatives, or other fans will not be tolerated or grounds for removal from the court center. Thank you for your cooperation. Let's take a look at tonight's inactive list, brought to you by Douglas Express Care, expert care for like small emergencies, located in Dover and Lee. On the list of 5, Cantor, the 9 Franklin Salute, 22-hour Missouri, and 24, Nick Norris. Nearly 12,000 people die each year in America due to impaired driving. These crashes tear families and friends apart. Don't risk killing or injuring yourself or someone else. Please do not drive if you feel buzzed. New Hampshire Highway Safety Agency reminds you to use your head and designate a driver.
My experience of being made a difference.
The University of New Hampshire is one of the most important assets of this state.
It's like I'm home. When I come back to New Hampshire,
UNH is like places that you can see.
150 years of life-changing stories unfolded in our classrooms and laboratories, studios and residence halls, pathways and platforms. Each era has brought extraordinary members, talent, compassion, and hard work has made all the difference. It's our time to write the next 150 years of this story, our story. Let's write it together. Let's celebrate 150.
take a look at the starting lineups. First for UMass at left wing, number 14, sophomore Austin Levy. The center, number 21, sophomore Ryan Badger. Right wing, number 17, sophomore Kurt Keats. On defense, number 37, sophomore William Iverson. A freshman at defense, number 24, Shane Bear. And at net, number 29, sophomore Nick Render. UMass is coached by head coach Greg Carvel and assistant coaches Jerry DeMichael and Ben Barr. And now for your Wildcats. And left wing, number 12, junior Shane Harrison. The center, number 8, senior Jamie Hill. And right wing, number 17, sophomore Marcus Miller. And left defense, number 2, senior Matisse Holland. Right defense, number 6, junior Cameron Marks. And goal, number 25, junior Nick Taroni. UNH is coached by Nick Billy and associate head coaches like Susan Glenn Stewart, goaltending coach by Buckley, and assistant AD operations Colin Chang. The officials for tonight's game, referees are Terrence Murphy and Jeff Butler, the linesmen are Jeremy Love and Jeff McCoy. Ladies and gentlemen, UNH hockey lost a good friend and loyal fan with the recent passing of Judy Pierce. Judy and her husband Earl are longtime friends and supporters of UNH hockey. Judy leaves many friends and fellow fans in Section 105. Her favorite player was former UNH captain Paul Thompson. Please join us as we honor Judy's memory in a moment of silence. Thank you. And now, fans, please remain standing and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem, performed tonight by Not Too Sharp.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars
Mike Murphy. It's Pete Webster at the Whittemore Center. UNH against UMass. A quick check of the starting lineups. Wildcats will have senior Jamie Hill centering sophomore Marcus Vela on his right and junior Shane Eisman the left wing. On defense, the senior captain Matthias Cleland, points in 9 of his last 10 games. And Cameron Marks, the junior. And between the pipes, as we talked about earlier, junior Danny Taroni. UMass Minutemen have Ryan Badger, a sophomore, centering with Kurt Keats, classmate on the right wing. Another sophomore, Austin Plevy, on the left wing. The line that Pete Webster says must be kept off the board as full of our Sullivan Tire and Auto keys to the game. Starting defense, freshman Shane Baer and sophomore William Lageson, and netminder Nick Ranyard. Now a look at today's uniform report, brought to you by Collins Sports Center in Rochester, the official screen printer and embroiderer of your Wildcats.
And the Wildcats are in their home whites with the blue UNH across the chest, blue pants and white stockings and blue helmets. At the other end of the ice, UMass Amherst Minutemen wearing their dark maroon jerseys, dark maroon pants, dark maroon helmet, and white highlights.
That is the uniform report, brought to you by Collins Sports Center in Rochester, the official screen printer and embroiderer of the Wildcats. Check out the website, collinsports.net, or call 603-335-1417 to speak with a team sports specialist. Drop the puck, we're underway. Minutemen moving right to left here in the opening period. The officiating crew, Terrence Murphy, Jeff Bunyan, are your referees. The linesmen, Jeremy Levitt and Jeff McCorkle. Wildcats break out of the zone early on. Eiserman, drop back pass to Hill. Return feed to Eiserman. Too wide, so it hits off the end boards. Marks keeps in from the right point. He plays one off the back wall just to the left of Renyard. And it's sent up the near side by Lageson out of the zone. Played right back up quickly by Marks, out of the reach of Hill. And the Wildcats will go to their first line change and bring in McNicholas, Kelleher, and Salvaggio. UMass tries to break out of its own zone. Jack Suter takes a swipe at one, moves it into the Wildcat end along the right wing boards. Lazarus and Jacobellis are over there for the Minutemen, but Dylan Mallor, welcome back to the lineup, gets to the puck along the far boards, moves across to the near side Wise, and now Kelleher at the UNH line. Just does enough to bring out of the zone. Battle along the near side wall for it. McNicholas and Kelleher trying to peel it off, and it's Lazarus for UMass. He deals it to the left wing, coming into Stephen Jacobellis. He turns and fires one wide, hits off the boards, and is kept in by Ivan Shukarov. Shukarov plays it to the left wing corner along the half wall. Comes to Lazarus in the circle. He couldn't control, though, as Wise gives him a two-hand shove, and it's Mallor looking to break out. Mallor deals to Salvaggio, comes across the UMass line, left wing, works to the bottom of the circle, across the way. It comes to McNicholas, a shot and a save. What a save by Renyard, because that was set up beautiful.
Oh, it was, and it popped off Renyard and it landed on the top of the goal and stayed right there. How often did you see that? But great rush by Jason Salvaggio. Looked like he was going to be pinched off along that left wing side, but he managed to elude the check and put a nice feed straight across the crease.
Nicholas coming off a career-high 2-goal effort, was so close to his first of the night. Patrick Grasso off a face-off, he shoots and he scores! Grasso, the face-off in the right circle, ends up in the slot and hits the top left-hand corner to give the Wildcats a 1-0 lead, just 1:41 into the game.
Now, isn't that great? The Wildcats score early, and they score off a face-off down in the UMass zone. UMass very good in face-offs. They win the majority of their face-offs, and they have all year long. But the Wildcats win this one, and Grasso steps in and fires it to the far side. I don't think Renyard saw that until it was by him. Gave a little wave with his blocker once it was in the net. The Wildcats have a good 1-0 lead here early.
The Fish comes out early, and EnviroAdvantage to the rescue with the traditional fish abatement, serving New England for over 25 years. EnviroAdvantage, your one-stop resource for environmental cleanup and an official partner of Wildcat Sports. Visit EnviroAdvantage.com to learn more. Freshman Patrick Grasso tallies his 10th goal of the season. In this, his 12th game, he's now scored in 11 consecutive games. Assist to Brendan Van Riemsdyk and Liam Blackburn. Puck at center ice over by the penalty box area. UMass will move it to their own zone, and the outlet finds Plevy coming across the Wildcat line. They'll drop it deeper to Kurt Keats. Keats sends it back, and Plevy shot skies off the glass. Kept in along the right boards by Baer. Down low, Plevy. Plevy skates towards the corner before he's dispossessed of the puck by Dawson. And Dawson moves it ahead. Here comes Justin Fragona. Fragona into the zone, left wing side. His wrist shot snaps wide. Out to center ice, Marks. Marks over to Cleland. Cleland hit to Fragona, deflects off him, but finds Marks' stick, and he'll lift it to the UMass end. 1-0 catch, just 3 minutes in off to a very important good start. Miller chips it along the wall, goes behind the net. Lagesson moves it across to Bear. Shane Bear at his own goal line extended. Comes diagonal and out of the zone on the lead pass for Johnny Lazarus. Lazarus will wrap it behind the Wildcat net. Cleveland gives it near side. Marks having a hard time getting around Lazarus. It's taken away. And it's up to the point. McLaughlin fans on a bid from the left point. Then he trips up. Vela takes advantage. Marcus Vela comes in. A shot that goes wide. Cleveland lunges, but he can't keep in the zone.
Yeah, 2 or 3 shots tonight by the Cats have gone wide and then gotten out of the zone real quickly. And those guys need to make the goaltender work a little bit and get him on net there, and so they're not actually firing him right outside the zone.
Jamie Hill dumps after it. Goes into the right wing corner. He gets cut off on the play by Jake McLaughlin. UMass trying to come out from the near wall. Lazarus goes across the ice, no one home. It's a foot race. Hill was there, but he couldn't control, and it's out at center. Maller at his own line. Right before he lost the edge, he is able to deliver a pass to Wise. Wise hits Hill skating laterally across the line, but the Minutemen will get to it deep in their own end. Hilton Brand near side. Maller on the forecheck. Battle for the wall, puck along the right wing boards. Salvaggio gets to it, looking to center to Kelleher, but on the intercept, it's Chukarov. Nicholas comes back to center ice, now to his own zone on the pass to Maller. Maller gets Kelleher as the Wildcats begin the break. Skating McNicholas gains the line, leaves it back left side. Salvaggio looking for McNicholas again behind the net. To Kelleher right side, plays it in front for Salvaggio, just tipped it wide. Kelleher with that sharp pass coming from the right wing corner right in front.
And then the Wildcats right back on the heavy forecheck. I think both teams think that they can take advantage with heavy forechecks and cause defensive turnovers.
Kelleher with a head of steam moves into the UMass end along the left wing. Salvaggio tries to chip forward, but it's played out to center ice. Cats, though, send it right back into the corner. McNicholas. Kelleher along the right side to the circle. Holds in his forehand. He's being harassed by Jeska. Goes behind the net, still in control. Handles to the left side. Jeska's out of the mix. Kelleher trying to put it in front. McNicholas was over there. So was Salvaggio, but it's covered up by Nick Renyard. And with 14:42 left in the first period, we have a timeout. 1-0 Wildcats. This is Wildcat hockey from Learfield. Nothing Wildcats, but here come the Minutemen. As coming into the zone was William Lagesson. Tried to fire one from inside the left circle. That was blocked down. Lagesson throws one in front again. That was in traffic, and the rebound was shot just wide by Riley McDougall. Fight for the puck. It's Ryan Badger along the end boards. He and Keats fight for it in the corner, but it's Marks who works it out to Grasso. Grasso scored his 10th goal of the season at 1:41 to give UNH this lead, and the Cats are offside.
Well, UMass coming down with a hard forecheck against the Wildcats. Really pressing 2, sometimes 3 men down low. I just think that's going to lead to a lot of odd man rushes here in this game. We've already seen a couple. I think the Wildcats, that's an advantage for them. A little more experience by the Wildcat forwards than the UMass forwards.
Heisman wins the faceoff back to Wise, who sends into the UMass end. On the near wall, McLaughlin tries to play out of the zone, and it's picked up by Stephen Jacobellis. Jacobellis into the zone, leaves it left side. Suter, his wrister gets tipped and out of play. A face-off upcoming with 13:53 left in the first period. 1-0 Wildcats. Quick glance, by the way, Patrick Grasso, who's had a great freshman year. 10th goal, his first since November 5th. He had gone 3 games without a goal. He has been scoring points, though, as he now has tallied at least 1 point in 11 straight games. Face-off to the right of Tirone, comes back to the point. Chukarov took a swipe at it. That hit Iserman's stick and sails out of play.
How often do we talk about in November a freshman's scoring drought? Maybe not even since the days of Darren Haydar and Jason Krog.
Indeed, Grasso set a different kind of standard early in his career.
Certainly has.
McLaughlin tries to throw one from the left point, but that gets blocked around in the circle, ends up in the near corner. Wildcats looking to dig out. On the far end, it's Wise. Double teamed by a couple of Minutemen, so UMass looking to control in the corner. Yacobelis plays it up the wall. Joining the play is Chukarov. Chukarov moves to the right wing. That's where it's intercepted by Iserman, and he'll leave it back to Wise. Another good freshman. Wise works it to the senior Maller. Maller using the near boards, looking to connect to Vela. Goes beyond him, icing waved off as the puck goes down to the Minutemen end. The long outlet connects out at center ice. Luke McElhaney. Now across the left wing, Nico Hildenbrand. He fanned on a bid from the top of the left circle. Trento gets it back, works to the right point. Callum Fryer can't keep in. Instead, it's Iserman. Iserman gets to the UMass zone and only about 5 feet in before the Minutemen take the puck away from him. Dawson in his own end. Over to Richie Boyd along the left side. Boyd to the red line, and then he'll just flip it to the Minutemen end. 12:45 to go in the first. 1-0 Cats. Hildenbrand near side. Cross ice pass. Finds the connection to McElhaney. Plays it behind Tironi. Dawson gets to it behind the goal line. Works it far side. Sacco. Sacco looking for Fragona on the near wing. Fragona has to skate away from some trouble as McDougall attempts the forward check. Pass for Miller at center ice, broken up. And it's Petrella. Anthony Petrella gets to the Cats line and then sends it. Boyd to it first. Boyd trying to sidestep the hit from Jessica, but Jessica takes him down. Puck loose along those boards to the left of Tironi. Now it squirts out near the post, but the Wildcats are there to pounce. Dawson near side for Gona. Had a difficult time handling, so he works it right back to Matt Dawson. Outlet pass center ice Sacco, but he's wrapped up and can't get away from Bear's check. And so the Minutemen have it, although it's lost right to their netminder. Retreating is William Lagesson, a member of the Swedish World Junior Championship team, property of the Edmonton Oilers, just a sophomore from Gothenburg, Sweden. Out at center ice, it's played to the right wing corner by McDougall, but he was beyond the red line, so that's an icing call. 11:37 to go in the first. 1-0 UNH. This is Wildcat Hockey from Learfield.
Tonight's official game sponsor is the Walmart Fox Run. Start shopping early at the Walmart Fox Run for the perfect gifts. Stores like H&M, Francesca, Pandora, Victoria's Secret, American Eagle. That's give smart, give fun, give more. Shop them all at Fox Run this holiday season.
Mallard comes out of the zone to Van Riemsdyk, and he'll flip it to the right corner as the Cats go for a change. Lagesson for UMass looks to race up the ice. Gains the Cats line. Use it for Hildenbrand left point. He'll play it behind the net. And now it's played right in front of Tironi. But Jamie Hill able to push it back beyond the goal line, and danger averted. Iserman, cross ice pass and a good one to Vela, right wing. Vela has it tipped away on a poke check by Keats. And Lagesson has a goal line near side. Behind the net to Bear and right back to Hildenbrand on the near wall. Across the way, the pass, McElhaney controls. Gets to Trento. Trento comes into the Wildcat zone. Backhand bid was deflected, slowed down, and then Tironi able to glove it. And there's 9:17 left in the first period. Your score, UNH 1, UMass nothing. You're listening to Wildcat Hockey from Learfield. Nice, thank you.
Hey fans, it's now time to recognize tonight's college sports youth group of the game.
You got some reads there, right? Yep, we're some of those in. Ready for a live stat update?
Papa John's thing still going.
We can do that if you want, yeah. Probably not, but.
Great news for all you pizza lovers. Papa John's would like to offer all fans listening to today's game 50% off all online orders at participating Papa John's locations in New Hampshire for the next week. Just use the online promo code Wildcats50, that's Wildcats50, when ordering pizza at papajohns.com. Enjoy, and thanks to Papa John's.
Let's also take a look at a live stat update, which is brought to you by UNH Analytics.
Well, let's go with the shots on net. 5 for the Wildcats, 2 for the Minutemen of UMass, and that's indicative pretty much of the flow of play here in the first.
That live stat update is brought to you by UNH Analytics. In just 11 months, you can earn a Master's of Science degree in Analytics at UNH. Their highly innovative program uses real-world data from actual companies. Choose from specializations in business, healthcare, public policy, or even sports analytics. Learn more at unh.edu/analytics. 1-0 UNH, 9:17 left in the first period. Face-off in the Wildcat zone, but the Cats win the draw. And marks of the pass trying to get out of the zone was Miller, but he's disrupted by Jeska, so it goes right back behind the Cat net. Cleveland tries the far boards, and the puck trickles onto the Wildcat bench. Big event going on at Lundholm Gym, the America East Volleyball semifinals. Earlier today, Albany advanced to the championship game with a straight sets win against UMBC. The regular season champs and host Wildcats playing right now against Binghamton, the 4 seed. And in the first set, it's UNH 17 and Binghamton 13. Keep you up to date on that during our Bud Light intermission report. And we'll also be joined by Rebecca Murphy, no relation, the director of marketing of the mall at Fox Run. She'll be Pete Webster's guest in our first Bud Light intermission show. Matthias Cleland dumps into the zone, but UMass to control to the near boards. It's Plevy. Austin Plevy, the sophomore from British Columbia, skates out to center, crosses the line, high slot. Now a wrist shot, stick save, Tironi. As Plevy almost went right through the middle towards the net. Plevy has the puck along the left half boards. Still controls as Marks lost his stick. Hill joins the play, and Jamie Hill takes it away. Hill, center feed, Eiserman. Eiserman across the line, left wing, into the circle. Wrist hand shot, tip, and it goes wide. Fryer will get there for the Minutemen.
Yeah, that was a little slow developing 3-on-2. Wildcats never able to get the puck into the middle.
Keats came into the Cat zone, but he was 1-on-2 and lost it. Savaggio with the pass forward to Kelleher. Back to Savaggio, left wing. Savaggio across the way for McNicholas. He couldn't handle it, was out of position. Wise plays it deeper along the right boards. Kelleher, he's taken out by Bear, and it's out to center ice. Maller at his own blue line. He'll backpedal, wait for some help, gets it from Wise on the near side of the blue line. Back to Maller, and the outlet feed hits Savaggio. Hand off to McNicholas across the line. He'll chip it off the far boards. And it's played even deeper by Lagesson, who wraps it to the near side, Lazarus. Lazarus near his own bench. Able to push it to the Wildcat line, but no Minutemen there, so it's a quick transition. Savaggio centers for Kelleher. Kelleher turns, fires, wide, hits off the glass. Nicholas near boards. Can't work away from the hit by Nico Hildenbrand, and it just comes out of the zone. Lagesson will move it backwards for UMass, and they'll begin the move to the right side. Bear down near side to Hildenbrand. Backhand, nice pass comes to Trento, trying to veer towards the net before Boyd takes him out. Trento blew a tire in the left corner, but the Minutemen get back to the puck, comes to the point. Here's one thrown in front, pad save Tironi, as McLaughlin from the left point was able to send it all the way through traffic. On the right side, here's a one-timer and a score! A blast from the right point, and it ties the score 1-1 with 6:57 left in the first period. It's Ivan Chukarov who fired that one in.
That was a straight in, threw a bunch of bodies in there, and well, just like the Wildcats' first goal, I don't think Danny saw that until it went right by him, but Ivan Chukarov, the sophomore out of Des Plaines, Illinois, picks up his first goal of the season. You know, the only goal scored out there at the Mullen Center against UNH was by a defenseman.
Off a face-off, McClellan goes in, and it's a blocker save made by Tironi. McLaughlin again puts it right out in front. Bouncing puck for Jeska. It's loose, goes behind the net. Over there is Petrella for the Minutemen. It's in the right wing corner. Riley McDougall played up the near wall. It's stolen away by Van Riemsdyk. He hits Grasso. Grasso now moving with some speed into the UMass end. Goes to the left wing boards before Hetnick takes him out of the play. Back to Maller, right point. He'll backhand it deep into the UMass zone. Behind the net, it's Blackburn. Blackburn wrests it free, moves it left corner, Grasso. Grasso taken out by Hetnick. Along the half boards, Blackburn chips it forward for Grasso. Grasso to the circle, Grasso to the slot. His wrist shot blocked to the near boards. Hetnick tries to move up the wall. Mark Hetnick, by the way, senior from Chestnut Hill, Mass, playing his 100th career game today for UMass. A team that's very young, but he brings some veteran presence. As the puck goes out of play, 6 minutes remaining exactly in the first period, and our score is 1-1.
That was fun stuff there by the Wildcats' third line, the all-freshman line. Grasso and Blackburn doing some great work over there. You just watch Grasso skate. His skates are in tune with his hands for the stick work. It's all in sync. Very hard to defend as he squirts free through some of those openings, just like Tyler Kelleher does.
Face-off is at center ice. The puck comes into the Wildcat end, and it's Badger moving in left side. His wrist shot tipped by Wise, and it sails out of play.
Yeah, good recovery by Wise as the Wildcats got caught in a pinch out at center ice. But Ryan Badger there, who has a couple of goals this year, just a little too long getting his shot off. That gave the long reach and the big body of Anthony Wise enough time to get back into the play.
Off the face-off, UMass controls in the Wildcat zone, but Jamie Hill just chips it forward. And now another check pushes it out to the UMass end. Lagesson gets there first, but Vela on the forward check looking to take it away. Hill joins the play along the near boards. Hill plays it to the perimeter, kept in by Iserman. Works it to the left wing corner. Vela gives chase. He and Bear converge. Vela has it along the hash marks. Works it to Maller. One-timer. That hit a couple of players in the slot. Never did make it to the net. Played off the near glass and out to center ice by the Minutemen. Wise keeps it alive at center ice. Eisman runs into Lazarus, and now it's Maller, the outlet, looking for Hill. And it's too far for an offside icing call, rather, with 5:06 remaining in this first period. 1-1 our score. The Cats scored first. Grasso at 1:41, assisted by Van Riemsdyk and Blackburn. And at 13:03, Chukarov tied it up with Dominic Trento getting the lone assist so far.
Yeah, Boston University has taken a 1-0 lead over UConn. That's the only other team to score in games involving Hockey East teams.
We'll have the complete scoreboard update coming up during the Bud Light intermission show. Chukarov, who has the one UMass goal, has it top of the right circle. On the back check, though, Iserman does enough to work it back to center ice. Lazarus moves it into the UNH zone. Wise will get there, use the back wall to deliver to Maller on the far end. Maller goes behind his own netminder again. The return pass to Wise. Anthony Wise gets away from Lazarus, uses the goal as a detriment, and begins to work up ice. Across his own bench, and then he'll flip it in. Race for the puck in the near corner. No one controls as of yet. Fragona there, but it's the Minutemen coming out. All the way to the Wildcat line, but in too soon. Jacobellis, a Suter, held on too long. It's offside.
Yeah, that was way offside. You can't dipsy-do like that out inside the blue line and set your own teammate offsides. But UMass is actually, just look at them in their first 15 minutes plus here in this game, as opposed to, a few weeks ago in their first meeting. They look a little bit more organized. It looks like they are playing their system a little bit more confidently, and guys like Ivan Chukarov looking like he's got a lot more confidence with the puck.
That puck is behind the UMass net. It's worked to the near boards, and Dawson gets it at center ice, goes to Cleland at the blue line. Cleland sends it to the UMass line, but it's right off the stick of Hetnick at center ice again. Minutemen come across. Hildenbrand, left wing, cut off by Dawson, who finds Kelleher. Here comes Kelleher the other way. Across right wing, toe drag, tries to move across to the slot, but could not work free of Bear. And it's pushed forward by Trento, just across the line with 3:45 to go in the first. And our score tied 1-1. Marks near side, diagonal feed, Kelleher works into the UMass end. Bear tried to slow him down, unsuccessful. Kelleher, center, Salvaggio shoots and he scores! Salvaggio with a pellet to blow it right by Renier on the feed from Kelleher, and it's 2-1 Wildcats, 3:34 left in the first.
Well, head coach Greg Carvel for UMass, I'm sure he's going to say something to his defensive core of how come they didn't tie up Kelleher along the boards. Tyler was given just enough room to squeeze his body through and with possession of the puck break down free into the face-off circle, and he put it right on the tape of Salvaggio. Oh boy, another seeing eye goal scored by the Wildcats, ripped it into the far side, just inside the post. Great shot by Salvaggio.
And it starts in the scrappy play of Kelleher to work free of the Shane Bear check. Bear on the drive from the right side. That's knocked down by Tirone and comes back to Van Riemsdyk. The scrappy play by Kelleher brought to you by Direct Capital, a division of CIT Bank, where being scrappy is a core principle. Direct Capital, making small business lending remarkable, and a proud employer of UNH alumni. Learn more at directcapital.com/UNH. It's 2-1 Wildcats, looking for more in the zone. Grasso turns and he fires. Save made by Renier. Rebound goes out to the far corner. Van Riemsdyk gets to it, moves it to the point. Cleland comes to the center point, throws it in front. That got blocked, and out of the near side. It ends up on UMass's stick as Petrella gets across the line, throws one in that Tirone is forced to butterfly save. So Salvaggio's goal at 16:26. Kelleher the primary assist, and Cameron Marks given the secondary assist. For Kelleher, his 12th helper. Salvaggio his 6th goal. And for Cameron Marks, his 3rd assist of the season. Marcus Vela kicks the puck forward for himself, comes into the zone onside, gets to the elbow, and now the goal line extended. Works it to the hash marks and plays it in the corner. Eiserman works up the wall, curls to the middle. His pass broken up at the Wildcat line. UMass tries to come the other way. Into the zone is Kurt Keats. Keats to the right wing boards. Keats to the circle. Works across the way. A shot and a score. As Austin Plevy found a wide open net on the back end, UMass ties it up 2-2 with 1:59 to go in the first period.
Al, nobody feels worse than Shane Eiserman. Knows that pass across the blue line was just not the time to do it, as there was a Minuteman standing right there at the center point. And, well, Matt Dawson had a couple of pokes at it, but there were too many Minutemen hanging around there, and they were able to finally get possession of it. And seeing that opening on the far side was Austin Plevy, and there was a whole ocean over there. And he put it home, and we're tied at 2, so very entertaining here in the first period with 4 goals on the board. Still a couple of minutes to play.
18:01, the official time of the goal, so the Wildcats have had a pair of 1-goal leads evaporate. Still 1:50 left here before our first intermission. Puck is in the UMass end. Kelleher trying to keep it alive. Cleland does as he slaps at it, works it to the right wing corner. On the forward check, Kelleher can't keep in the zone. Back to the red line, Marks. Marks moves it to the UMass end. Hetnick gets there. Works across to Fryer. Fryer's feed gets Lazarus just outside the cat zone. Couldn't handle the bouncing puck. Kelleher gets across the UMass line, but has to keep poking at it as he was battled by Lazarus, and now Jacobellis. Jacobellis angles right, plays it off the far wall, and it goes behind the Cats' cage. Over to it, Marks. Spins away from the check of Suter, and it ends up under the glove of Tirone, as that one was inadvertently put in the crease by the Wildcats' defense.
Yeah, when those pucks go behind the net, every now and then you're going to have one that takes a weird bounce and jumps out in front. Tirone quick on that one. They went with Douglas Hospital in Dover, New Hampshire as the Seacoast leading medical center and the official hospital of UNH Athletics. Learn more about their locations, services, and health centers by visiting www.wdhospital.com.
Austin Plevy at 18:01, assisted by Ryan Badger and Kurt Keats to make this a 2-2 game. Puck comes out to the right point, kept in by Bear. Now it goes out of play with 1:04 left before our first Bud Light intermission report. And we invite you to stay with us as Rebecca Murphy, the director of marketing of the Mall at Fox Run, will be our guest. And we'll also have Hockey East scores, a look at that volleyball semifinal going on, and much more. Face off to Tirone's left. UMass wins the draw. Comes back to the point, Lagesson. Lagesson tries to throw it in front, but it's blocked by Grasso, who has one of the 2 Wildcat goals, Salvaggio the other. Plays it to the UMass end. It's Lagesson behind the net, taking a pass from Bear. 50 seconds to go in the period. Puck goes high in the air into the Wildcat zone. Wise got taken down as he was trying to glove the puck down by Trento. Moves into Grasso. Grasso to Blackburn. Blackburn just steered clear of the slot as the puck ends up in the crease, and it's covered up by Nick Renyard.
That boy's trying to take it right down the gut there. Patrick Grasso giving a little slap shot fake from right outside the blue line. I don't think anybody's buying that fake. I'm not sure Patrick Grasso is strong enough to rip it by the netminder from out there, but hey, use the fake, maybe get a little step on the play and push it through the middle and give it a go. I like the creativity that young man has.
25 seconds remaining, first period. UMass will play it deep in the Wildcat end, but this will go as an icing call, so a face-off in the UNH offensive zone with 25 seconds remaining.
Yeah, chance to set something up here. And Wildcats have already scored a goal off a face-off in that same face-off circle. Tyler Kelleher is the one angled back behind Mike McNicholas.
All right, face-off to the left of Renyard, but UMass wins, brings it up to center ice. It's too far as it comes into the zone before Keats could get there. It'll be Marks near side. 10 seconds left in the period. Kelleher backhands along the near wall. It's out of the zone. McNicholas. Centering feed goes off the skate of Salvaggio. He'll chase after it, but the Wildcats will run out of time here, and the first period will come to an end with your score. UNH 2 and UMass 2. This is Wildcat hockey from Learfield.
Say hi to your sister for me. I think that was 6.
Second period underway. It's UNH 2, UMass 2. Mike Murray. Glove save, and he hangs on. As Kirk Keats comes flying in, David Walker flying in. Line left wing, in for the left wing side.
Yeah, that was a little deflected shot there. I think it was going to one side. Danny had to make an adjustment. So I kind of put up there as he spoke out of the ice, but he got right away. That there, right, that was a rebound.
Boyd behind his own net. Takes a hip check from Petrella. Scrum for the puck in the near corner as Boyd takes down Petrella, and Dawson has it for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I like Boyd being very, very physical on the follow-up of that check.
Dawson to Fragona. It's kicked aside by Plevy, but kicks it over to Miller. Miller comes in right wing side. A wrist shot save made by Nick Renyard. That's thrown back out by Fragona. That went just shy of the crease to the far side of the rink. Long cross-ice pass broken up by Sacco. Cleland will work it to the far side to Kelleher. He'll play it in. And behind the net, Hetnick. Hetnick using the near wall to get to Callum Fryer. Into the Wildcat zone with a head of steam. Here comes Keats. He fires one wide as Kurt Keats was moving in from the right wing side but missed badly. And the Karam brings it to the UMass zone. That's where it's moved up the far wall by McLaughlin. Played right back into the right wing board, Salvaggio. Cleland from the point. Cleland shot that sails high. Rebound in front. Salvaggio score! Jason Salvaggio takes the carom and gives the Wildcats a 3-2 lead at 5:08 of the second period.
Yeah, that was a great Johnny on the spot follow-up by Jason Salvaggio. Matthias Cleland probably thinking, oh, I should have done better with that shot. All alone in the mid to high slot area. Whistled it by. You heard it clang off the glass, and it came straight back out. And Jason Salvaggio put it home right along the ice. Nice finish there. Good heads-up follow-up. Matthias Cleland will pick up one of the assists.
A 2-goal game for junior Jason Salvaggio, now his 7th goal of the year, and the Wildcats have a 3-2 lead. Looking to come the other way, Suter. His forehand shot blocked down by Wise. Into the right wing corner, comes to the point, thrown in by Chukarov, and that's just wide. Then chipped forward from the boards by McLaughlin. UMass looking for the quick response again. They've done it before here. UNH cannot afford to let up on the accelerator. Wise has 2 Minutemen around him on the forecheck. To the near board, Salvaggio just does enough to flip it to center ice. Shukarov goes across the way, McLaughlin. His pass to the near right side, gets off the boards, comes off to Wise. And now Maller, long outlet, Kelleher. Kelleher gains the line, gives to McNicholas, right of the circle. McNicholas takes it behind the net, comes out in the other end, but it's removed from his stick by Lagesson. And William Lagesson the other way, goes across the line, moves it to McLaughlin, left wing, puts a shot on, pad save, Kelleher, and it's back to center ice. Bear at the red line. Vela disrupts his shot back, but it does get into the UNH zone. Bear gloves it down, keeps it at the right point. As he tried to play it forward, Boyd is there. And Boyd gives to Dawson off the kickboards. And looking for Vela. Vela comes across the line, taken down. It comes to Jamie Hill. Hill, bottom of the right circle. Wraps to the near side left. Boyd at the point. He'll go across the way, Dawson. Holds, tries to fire it in, but it's blocked down at the point by Hildenbrand. Behind Renyard to the near corner. Hill will get there, skates along the left half wall. Losing for Vela. Vela can't control. His right arm is tucked in behind Dominic Trento. Dawson tried to play it in front. Iserman, right goal line extended. Back to the point, Dawson. Dawson flips one, bouncing, puck goes wide. Rebound to the left of the netminder Renyard. Now it comes to the near side. Vela moves it to Boyd. Across the way, Dawson. Wrister, blocked. Dawson keeps in, throws it in front again, bouncing in the low slot. We have a penalty coming up against UMass. A 3-2 Wildcat lead, 12:46 left in the second. This is Wildcat hockey from Learfield.
UMass penalty, number 6, number 20.
It's 4-2 Wildcats with 12:34 left in the second period.
Well, Michael McNicholas, he's moving out of Manhattan Beach, California. Take that off the chart. His home is now the low face-off circle to the goalie's left. How many goals now have we seen him score from there? 4, 5. Phenomenal cross-sized pass, put it right on the stick, and before the goaltender knew it, it was in the back of the net. Great finish by Michael McNicholas, parking right on that face-off dot.
For McNicholas, It is his 6th goal of the year. He has scored at least a point in 5 straight games, 8 of 9. McNicholas and Salvaggio, the stars in that top line, and of course, who's with them? But Tyler Kelleher. 4-2 Wildcats, the Unitil power play, energy for life. It took all of 12 seconds of that power play for the Wildcats to capitalize. Dominic Trento had been whistled for interference at 7:14.
Yeah, they just flashed his picture up on the big video screen. Manhattan Beach, California. Cross that off and put the low face-off circle.
They haven't listed the assist yet. Kelleher already had 2 assists.
Yeah,
Cleveland an assist. He has an assist in 8 straight.
Yeah, Keller had the cross-ice pass. I believe that was him.
So that's a 3-point night for Tyler from the left circle and working to the right. 2-goal lead for the first time all night. Cleveland along the back wall. Works it to the near side, Marks. Sacco can't get to it. Bear keeps in along the right boards. Flips to the corner, Marks. Marks being pressed against the boards by Petrella, but the Wildcats use the other end as Fragona moves to center ice. Across to Sacco. Sacco comes in, wrist shot. Blocker save, Renyard. Sacco has it back left half boards, gives to Miller. Miller tries to curl off the wall. Puck was loose, but then gathered in by Fryer. Callum Fryer to center ice, gets tripped up by Miller as he crosses the line. And there'll be a late call, and it will go against the Wildcats with 11:37 to go in the second. 4-2 UNH over UMass. This is Wildcat hockey from Learfield.
UNH penalty number 25, Chris Miller, 2 minutes for booking at 8:23. Miller for booking 8:23.
One seconds into the penalty kill here. I'm looking to see if, we get a little line change here. As the Wildcats defense, defenseman Cleveland and Marks were out all 2 minutes of the first penalty kill and more. But they're going to stay out on the ice right here. They are their best penalty killing pair on D.
It's Suter coming into the zone. Right between Cleveland and McNicholas, loses the puck to Kelleher. Kelleher already 3 points, all assists. He works in shorthanded, but he's finally slowed down by McLaughlin. The other way, Jacobellis crosses the line right wing, centers for Suter. Suter veers right, goes behind the goal line, now behind the net. Along the left boards, Lazarus moves it to the left point, McLaughlin. Near side, it's Chukarov. He has one of the 2 UMass goals. Decides to play it behind the net, and off the far boards, goes all the way out of the zone as Lazarus took his eye off the puck. And that forces the Minutemen to retreat to their own zone. The McNicholas goal at 7:26. The assist, Kelleher and Cleveland. So that's 2 assists for Cleveland in this game. Minutemen come in and they play it off the far boards. Wise will wrap it to the near side and easily clear the zone.
Yeah, a couple of good clears here on this penalty kill. Much harder for UMass to establish possession and get a perimeter set up.
Haven't done much of this power play. Only 28 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Plevy can't even cross the red line before Van Riemsdyk poke checks it away. Plevy recovers, works it near side. Into the zone is McDougal. Tries to give it back on the return feed. Badger couldn't handle it. Behind the net, Wise ties up 1 Minuteman, and McDougal comes up with it. Back to the point, Bear. It's Keats, top of the right circle. Turns, fires, stick save, Taroni. Holding it down low on the right side, but not doing much with it. Plevy backs up, curls back to the circle. Bear, goal line extended right. Wise pokes it away. It's behind the net. Power play is over. Blackburn jumps in to join the play as the Wildcats are back to 5-on-5. Grasso finds Van Riemsdyk into the zone. Backhand shot and a save. And then covered up by Renyard with 9:24 to play in the second. And UNH now ahead of UMass by a score of 4-2. This is Wildcat hockey from Learfield.
Pizza delivery person right down to the student section. Cheer as loud as you can. If they beat you, you get a large pizza courtesy of Papa John's. Cheer on the student section, make some noise.
Papa John's in town here, huh?
Yep.
Fans, it's time to conduct
That's what we're eating.
Text to Win contest. Text
First career 2-goal game for Jason Salvaggio, his 6th of the year at 16:26 of the first, and his 7th of the season at 5:08 of the second. Both broke up ties, and thanks to Michael McNicholas scoring at 7:26, it's now a 4-2 Wildcat lead over UMass. 9:24 remaining second period. Let's take a look at a live stat update brought to you by UNH Analytics.
Well, let's go with 2 goals scored here in this second period. You just mentioned them for the Wildcats to gain that 2-goal lead that they have right now.
Live stats brought to you by UNH Analytics. Earn a Master's of Science degree in just 11 months at UNH. Highly innovative programs using real-world data from actual companies. Apply now. Prepare yourself for one of the world's most in-demand careers. Find out more at unh.edu/analytics. 2-goal lead here for the Wildcats as the puck is in the UMass zone, goes behind the net. Cats won the earlier meeting between these two teams, 4-1 at Mullen Center, so trying to sweep the season series, and that means, not to get ahead of ourselves, but if this score holds up, they'd win the 2 season series that are completed in Hockey East. A win and a tie against Merrimack, and now a chance against the Minutemen. Puck at center ice, Jamie Hill chips it forward into the UMass zone. Now he'll give chase, but Hetnick gets there first. Along the far boards, Petrella could not clear. It goes behind the net to the near boards. Petrella tries to work it past Vela, successful as it crosses the line. Iserman on it quickly, only to see it lost and taken away by McDougal. McDougal gives it left side, wrist shot, save Taroni as he denies the Petrella shot from the left wing. It's Dawson looking for Hill, but played in by McLaughlin behind the net. Boyd backhands it to the far side. Dawson had overskated. McDougal keeps it alive along the half boards. Dawson takes a swipe, then Iserman does enough to play it to center ice. Tomorrow, it's the battle for the Bryce Cowell Musket. UNH going to Maine. Winner should get into the FCS playoffs. Game is at 1 o'clock. Airtime 12:30 with Bob Littman, who's our PA announcer tonight at the WIT. Tim O'Sullivan does the color commentary here on these stations of the Wildcat Network. Puck ended up under Taroni's glove, so he holds on for a face-off with 8:01 left here in the second period, and the Cats ahead by 2.
Any TV in that game tomorrow?
No, you have to watch the live stream, I'm afraid. The links are at unhwildcats.com.
That's okay. I can watch it on that. All right, that's going to be an exciting game. Maine is bringing a lot more speed to the table here this year in the games I've seen.
Oh, they've been a very good team. It's going to be a battle. Both teams 6-4. Off a face-off. Here's a blast in the left board. Saved by Taroni, who closed up the pads to deny the shot by McDougal. They'll play it behind the net. Again, it's gathered in behind the cage by Suter, but Suter gets pressed to the right wing boards. Mallor to it for the Wildcats, ahead for McNicholas. Dylan Mallor again along the end boards, works it to Wise. Wise double team, so does a nice job to stay patient and give it to Mallor. McNicholas backhands it out of the zone. Salvaggio gets to it, kicks it forward into the UMass end, and he's taken down as the puck goes behind the net. And we'll have a penalty coming up with 7:21 left in the second period, and the Cats holding a 4-2 lead.
Yeah, that's a play where Salvaggio kicked it down the boards and took a couple of strides before he got hit. And that's an emphasis there to try to keep the play going a little bit more, as that puck was quite a ways away from both players. So the interference was being called with the referee's arm up in the air. The Cats didn't get a chance to get Danny Taroni off the ice. But that's right on the edge of what the referees will allow for an interference.
It's a Unitil power play. Unitil energy for life. Cats trying to strike again. It's been a very good second period thus far. Van Riemsdyk, right side, works it down low for Iserman. McLaughlin gets in the way, and it goes to the far boards, and now it is cleared down the length of the ice by Badger. Update from the Lundholm Gym. Set 2 goes to UNH. Wildcats beat Binghamton 26-24. 2-0. They win one more. They're going to the America East Finals against Albany at 4 o'clock tomorrow in Durham. Puck in the UMass end, but Iserman couldn't get to it, and that allows an easy clear by Callum Fryer.
And the winner in volleyball gets?
Albany, the Great Danes, defeated UMBC.
If the winner of America East tournament tomorrow?
Oh, goes to the NCAA tournament.
Yes.
Absolutely. Wildcat trying to go for a 4th consecutive year. Absolutely incredible run for Jill Hershinger's team. UMass just flips it high in the air and all the way down the ice. That was almost a highlight type play. As Mallor will hang on to it right behind his net at the Hockey East logo. Far side to Grasso and back to Mallard. Tries a near pass to McNicholas, deflected by Chukarov, chips it forward, but it's kept in by Salvaggio. Salvaggio works it to Grasso, but Grasso never really controls. Chukarov tries to clear, kept in by Cleland, left point. Kelleher now on it. Kelleher to the slot. Kelleher goes right circle. Return pass across Kelleher. He scores! 4th point of the night for Tyler Kelleher. This one is first goal. And on the power play, it's 5-2 Wildcats. 5:58 to go in the second.
It just goes to show you can look pretty dysfunctional on a power play, as the Wildcats did for about the first minute and 10 seconds. But then they kind of got it together with some quick passing. Over to McNicholas in his new house over there. He didn't shoot, he elected to pass it straight across, and it found its way to Tyler Kelleher. The goaltender slow to react, and a whole ocean there to shoot in. And Tyler buries it for his first goal and 4th point here tonight. And the Wildcats have a commanding 5-2 lead.
Unselfish play by Michael McNicholas there at the give and go, and the chemistry of that line, Peter, is really coming together.
Yes.
I mean, Kelleher had great chemistry last year playing with Podorowski and Corey Alley, but now you can see what difference he's making in the elevation of both Salvaggio and McNicholas. Nice to see Kelleher does so much assisting, get one of his own for Tyler, his 7th of the year. A 3-goal lead for the Wildcats. What a second period, still 5:40 to go. Keep the pressure on. Boyd from the near side going across the way. Dawson chips it forward, gets into the zone right side. Dawson, bottom of the circle. He tries a wrist shot. That goes wide. And the Cats in the power play just really in a groove right now. Everything turning up roses. Into the right wing corner. Suter takes a check from Boyd. Van Riemsdyk joins the play, gets to it, moves it out to center ice.
Yeah, another 2 power play goal game. 2 for 2 here tonight.
It's been 3-0 Wildcats in the second period to break up what was a 2-2 tie.
You got to like, too, the 3 5-on-5 goals the Wildcats started to score to start their scoring barrage.
Less than 5 minutes remaining here in the second period. Wildcats looking for more. Miller comes into the zone. Miller wraps around to the left circle. Over to Cleland. Holds at the point. And then chips it back to Miller. Miller along the half boards. Miller now begins to spin towards the middle. Into the slot. He gets taken down. And this will be a power play for the Cats with 4:39 to go in the second period.
Speed, just pure speed by Chris Miller. He just blew right by Austin Plevy, who he just kind of had to chop him down there. Chris was actually winding his way to put that right on his forehand and zing it right at Renyard.
And so into the box for a penalty is Austin Plevy at 15:21 of the middle period. McNicholas will take the face-off with Jessica. The Cats win it. It's Cleland right side. This is a Unitil power play. Unitil energy for life. Kelleher and McDougal get all wrapped up. And UMass able to come out of the zone on the shorthand. Jessica on the forehand. His shot blocked by McNicholas, who slows it down in the right circle. McNicholas gets there, but we have a whistle.
Yeah, it's interesting. Tyler Kelleher is getting called for the holding right down to our left, and the referee put his arm up in the air. The Wildcats had, I thought they had a couple of touches on the puck, and the whistle didn't blow, and then UMass picked up the puck and came down ice, and the whistle didn't blow again. I think guys were turning around saying, hey, who's getting the penalty? But in the end, it's Tyler Kelleher who's going to have a seat.
So it's 4-on-4 now, as that Unitil power play was held to all of 15 seconds. Badger ready for the face-off in the right offensive circle. Vela to take it for the Cats. Vela wins it to Salvaggio. Cleland, left corner of his own D. Moves it out of the zone, Salvaggio. He'll play it forward for Vela, but it's taken away by Petrella. Petrella got as far as the UNH line, and now it's Marks. Cameron Marks into the UMass end. Left wing, stops in the boards, works it across to Cleland. He'll backhand it in front, stick save made, juicy rebound, but no Cats are there. Instead, it's cleared behind the net by Badger. 3:55 remaining in the second period. It's 5-2 UNH. Out of the zone is McLaughlin. Gains the zone right wing. Stops at the goal line extended, trying to work around Marks. Backhand, but not much on it as Marks got a piece. And he'll work it to the near board, Salvaggio. Jason Salvaggio, a lot of room. Diagonal feed, tape to Vela. Vela tried to center it. Comes off to Salvaggio, and he'll just skate out of his own zone. Waits for Vela to get onside. Wise will back it up deeper. Mallard moves it forward to Van Riemsdyk. Touch pass, Grasso. Back to Van Riemsdyk, right circle. Brendan holds at the hash marks along the boards. Plays it in deeper for Grasso. On the cycle, moves to the top of the right circle, still controls, works it to Wise. Wise forehand shot, a save, and it's held by Renyard.
Oh, how beautifully does Patrick Grasso go through traffic, working that puck back and forth once again with his skates and his hands all in sync. Right through the three players there, managed to maintain possession and get it to a teammate. Ended up in a shot on net. Easy save though for Renyard, but just a thing of beauty to watch Patrick Grasso skate with the puck in traffic.
UMass wins the face-off in its own end. Still 20 seconds remaining on the penalty to Plevy, so we're still 4-on-4, and then it'll be a short power play for the Minutemen, who trail by 3 goals because of the 3-goal outburst here for the Wildcats in the second period. Salvaggio, McNicholas, and Kelleher all striking. Maller, who scored against UMass on the road, lives a long outlet pass to Van Riemsdyk. Tries to center for Wise, but that's broken up and back at center ice. Grasso and Suter engaged at the UNH line. Marks gets to it. Outlet pass, Van Riemsdyk. Cats on the shorthand, but it's Van Riemsdyk who has it 1-on-4 in the UMass zone. He waits for the attack and then just softly plays it in. This will allow the final seconds to melt off the clock on the Kelleher penalty. We're back to 5-on-5. Plevy comes in. Plevy forehand bid. Save by Taroni. Out to the far boards, it's Salvaggio. Salvaggio comes near side Cleveland. Matthias Cleveland across the red line. Tried the return feed for McNicholas, but that's denied. And then it's moved up by Fryer. Fryer gets onto the stick of a Bear, and then it's in the UNH zone. And the Wildcats will ice this puck. We'll take a timeout. 1:55 left. It's 5-2 UNH in the second. This is Wildcat hockey from Learfield.
For an exclusive offer from Young's Restaurant, Durham House of Pizza, and Portsmouth Chevrolet.
Is this 3, by the way? Thank you. Mike Murphy, P. Webster with Aaron Boss producing back at our flagship, WGIR in Manchester. Still 90 seconds to play in the very successful second period. Cats just want to finish strong here with a 5-2 lead. Stay with us for the Bud Light Intermission Show. All kinds of stuff to tell you about. 3 high school football championship games coming to Wildcat Stadium tomorrow. Trento tries to throw one in front from the goal line extended as he had a player crash in the net. Now it ends up in the crease, the puck does, and it's gloved down by Taroni. Tough angle pass, but Hildenbrand was crashing in as Trento tried to play it in front.
Hey fans, get out your phones for a chance to win a $20 mobile gift card from Dunkin' Donuts. Text UNH to 74121 now to get entered, and don't forget to download the Dunkin' Donuts app and enroll in the DD Perks Rewards program to take advantage of exclusive offers every month. Text UNH to 74121 for a chance to win a $20 mobile gift card. America runs on Dunkin'.
A dangerous spot there. It's thrown in front by McDougal, bounced through the crease, and you had Petrella there, but he couldn't quite get to the loose puck. Petrella now takes a few swats at it just to the right of Taroni, who's stealing off the post, and now Petrella and Maller get acquainted in the crease. Some hands in the face, officials trying to break it up. Other players also starting to express some disagreement with each other.
Well, it's, the Minutemen got to spark something up. They got to spark their teammates up. They got to get something going. They're down by 3 goals, a little bit flat in some situations here in the second period. So they try the little physicality stuff. UNH doesn't go for it, and the referees don't either. And we're just going to face it off and go 5-on-5.
51 seconds left in the period. Miller on the face-off with the Cats, over to Maller in the far corner. Battle ensues, UMass controls. McDougal plays one in from the point. That goes wide off the far post. And Van Riemsdyk will clear it to center. Miller goes after Badger. Back to the UMass line, but now Keats will break out. Keats runs right into the brick wall of Brendan Van Riemsdyk. And Grasso will lift it into the zone, but Van Riemsdyk doesn't give chase. Minutemen try to rush on the far side. It's on the stick of Kurt Keats. Keats comes across the line. McNicholas slows him down, but only for a moment. Gathered in by Plevy. Plevy along the wall with 10 seconds left in the period. Plays it behind the net. Cleveland able to push one man off the puck. And it's McNicholas who comes away with it. 5 seconds remaining in the second period. McNicholas leads an odd man rush. He winds, he fires a one-timer, and it's a save made off the right arm of Nick Renyard. 3-goal outburst in the second period, and the Whittemore Center crowd in unison cheering their Wildcats on through 2 periods of play. It's UNH 5 and UMass 2. After this break, we'll have the Bud Light Intermission Show. Bud Light, a proud partner of UNH Hockey, reminding fans to enjoy the game and drink responsibly. This is Wildcat Hockey from Learfield.
What do we got, a 4-H interview coming up?
We do have an interview, but we don't need to take it now. We have like the one I used last week with
Alex Wakaluk in net. He's kind of found his way to the bottom of the rotation here. And he's a senior out of Bellevue, Alberta. We've seen him here in his first 3 years, but with a coaching change and some of the other guys stepping up, we haven't heard too much from him. And well, he's in net now for the Minutemen.
It's his actual first appearance of the year. It's been a rotation. Nick Renyard, Ryan Wishow. We saw Wishow at the Mullen Center. We saw Renyard, and now Wakaluk trying to change the luck of the UMass Minutemen. They're going right to left here in the third period, down by 3. Petrella comes in, a slap shot from the left side, save Taroni. Update from Lundholm, 23-18 third set. So UNH 2 points away from advancing to the championship game. UNH Athletic Department learned that they had a graduation success rate of 91% in the most recent NCAA data released this week. 7 teams had a perfect mark of 100. We'll talk more about that as a shot off the faceoff gets tipped off the glass. That was sent in by Lagesson. Men's basketball, men's ice hockey, men's skiing, gymnastics, women's ice hockey all had perfect GSR scores, and the Wildcats tied for first overall in America East. Here's an odd man rush the other way, 2-on-1. Kelleher's shot, and it goes wide. He was aiming for the far corner. He had Salvaggio to his left, so Alex Wakaluk probably shaking in his boots there in the game for less than a minute. And yet Kelleher, who already has 4 points, coming at him. Salvaggio taken down on the far boards. There's a mix-up along the glass as well. Maller will join out and help Kelleher, who was being hassled by a much bigger player.
Yeah, it's Kelleher was jousting pretty well there with William Lagesson, who's 6'2", Tyler 5'8", 5'6" rather. I think they're both going to go sit down and cool their heads there for a little while.
Another reason to be so happy to see senior Dylan Maller back. All right, we've seen him come to the defense of Kelleher here. He did it for Taroni earlier on. Having another big guy in the blue line at 6'1", 198. You have to think twice with who you mess with.
And you know, he's so excited to get back out there. He's had a couple of shifts where he's been all over the ice, down in the offensive zone, making plays, firing back to the defensive zone.
All right, so 4-on-4 hockey, just 48 seconds into this third period. And congratulations, UNH volleyball team. It's official. They beat Binghamton 25-20. They complete the 3-set sweep, and UNH will play in the championship match tomorrow, 4 o'clock against Albany at Lundholm Gym. UMass, meanwhile, fires one in from the right point through traffic. Doesn't get on Taroni. Here's a wraparound shot. Taroni sprawls out for a save as he denies Petrella at the near post.
Now there's a little spunkiness left in these Minutemen. They're not out of this yet. Was it last year they came back from a whole bunch of goals down to tie it late at the Mullen Center. Boy, Danny had to make a great save as we see the overhead shot. Deflected off Meller's skate. Looked like it was going in. Danny dove across and covered it up. Kept the puck out of the net. Bowed down to that goaltender right there.
Brought back some memories, though, talking about that game in Amherst last year. 6-1 lead that became a 6-6 tie. So
knock on wood.
These guys know it could happen. Fryer sends a shot wide. Karams off the boards, comes out to center ice. Grasso into the zone, left wing side. He takes a hit from behind as he's taken off the play by Keats. Minutemen look to go the other way into the Wildcat zone. Along the right wing boards is Badger. Gets it all the way behind the net, but there's Marks. Marks for UNH. In Badger, battle for it. Keats has it at the left half wall. Peels off, comes out. Here's a one-timer save. Taroni. That came from the right point off the stick of Fryer. Keats gives back to Fryer. Fryer to the circle for another quick wrister. Stopped by Taroni. Played off the back of the net. Goes to the far wall, and then Cleland will softly play it to center ice. So the Minutemen showing some life here early in the third. We're 2 minutes in. It's 5-2 Wildcats. Plevy gains the zone. Needs some help as there are no Minutemen with him in the midst of a change. Plevy still controls along the left wall. Now behind the net. Tries to play it in front. Trento taps it behind the net. Now bottom of the right circle. It's Plevy trying to hold the forehand, looking for a good angle. Never got a shot triggered as it was taken off his stick. It's pushed forward from the right side by Chukarov, and now it's out of the zone. Now Ivan Chukarov retrieves at the red line and hustles back across the Cats line left wing. There's a slap shot that gets tipped behind the net. That was sent in by McLaughlin. It's loose in the left faceoff circle. Taroni is sprawled out in his own net. Puck comes out to center ice off the stick of McNicholas. 5 more seconds on the 4-on-4, then the matching penalties to Lagesson and Kelleher will expire. At center ice, Jamie Hill moves it back to Maller, and his pass comes to Kelleher just out of the box. Kelleher comes in, great pass to Hill, backhand shot, score! Jamie Hill, the senior, his first of the year. Another point for Kelleher. It's 6-2 Wildcats at 2:56 of the third.
No one's more excited to do that than Tyler Kelleher, playing against the team that's virtually in his backyard out there in Western Massachusetts. He lays off a perfect diagonal pass after receiving the puck coming out of the penalty box, right on the stick at a great angle for Jamie Hill to do any kind of deking that he wanted to, and he drew it back and put it 5-hole past the netminder Alex Wakaluk. Seeing his first action of the year here in the third period. The Cats lead 6-2.
A 5-point night for Tyler Kelleher. 1 goal, 4 assists. He now has 22 points to lead the team. And he's up to 15 assists on the year. 4 consecutive goals for the Wildcats. Now 6-2. Battle for the puck as it comes just out of the UNH zone. And this forces Hetnick to back up and then lift into the Wildcat end.
Well, the good thing about that goal was it came after the Wildcats were a little discombobulated in their own end, and some flurries by UMass right around Danny Tironi, and Kelleher came back out on the ice as the 4-on-4 ended. And boy, put a statement on that.
Yeah, came in right at the right time and a beautiful pass. Jamie Hill moving to that backhand too was a nifty play. Here's a forehand shot from the top of the right circle that was blocked down. It was Shane Baer trying to bring it in. Now Jacobellis, bottom of the left circle. His shot is blocked. Wildcats doing a tremendous job of forming blocks in front of Tironi so the puck doesn't get its way to him. 4 minutes into the third period, 6-2. Grasso tries to move up along the near boards, can't clear the zone, but backing up out of his own zone was Lazarus, and he loses it to Van Riemsdyk. His pass gets Cleland coming across the line. His wrister, save made, and Wakaluk hangs on. 15:48 to go in the third. It's UNH by 4, 6-2 over UMass. This is Wildcat hockey from Learfield.
Start shopping early in the mall at Fox Run for the perfect gifts. At stores like H&M, Francesca's Pandora, Victoria's Secret, American Eagle, and Axon. Give sparkle, give fun, give warmth. Shop them all at Fox Run this holiday season.
3 out of 5.
Two Wildcats, but here comes UMass. They miss an open net from the right side. Boy, Plevy had the beautiful pass to Kurt Keats. He had an open net, Pete, and somehow he missed it wide.
Good fortune for the Wildcats. They've been fortunate here in the third period as UMass has pushed things forward a little bit, out shooting the Cats 6-2 in this frame. But the Wildcats have the key goal, and they got to tighten things up a little bit defensively here going down the last 15 minutes.
The puck jumps over the stick of Fryer, has to go back to his own end. Salvaggio in the forecheck, pressures on the near side. McElhaney, Luke McElhaney to center ice across the red line. Now a flip into the corner and chase after it. Dawson gets there first, can't clear. There's a shot from the right boards that's fired in. Save made. It was Hildenbrand who put it in there, and the stick of Tironi makes the stop. It's behind the Cats goal line. Marks chips it to Fragona along the near board. Centering feeds Sacco. Sacco works at left corner. Eiserman gets there. Eiserman behind the net, out to the right wing corner for Fragona. He'll let it go behind the net. Hildenbrand for UMass. Over to the far boards. Can't be cleared by Trento. And now the Minutemen look to break out from the right side. It's centered to McElhaney. McElhaney from the red line, and a blocker save Tironi as he steers it to the far boards. Wise. Outlet to Eiserman, and he'll backhand it deep behind Wakaluk. Lagesson from the near side. His pass out to the red line intended for Petrella, broken up by Maller. Maller works into his own zone, goes across the way for Wise. Wise has to avoid the forecheck of the on-rushing McDougal. And the puck goes out near the UNH bench. Minutemen look to work in along the right side. It's Jeska. Backhanded deeper by McDougal behind the net. Miller with the intercept. Chris Miller left boards of his defensive zone ahead to Vela. Vela chips it past Baer. Vela still controls, tried to dive and knock it forward. It comes onto Miller's stick. Miller in front, shot. That's tipped high off the glass. Maybe a glove on it from Wakaluk. Miller again, high slot. Quickly wheels it over to Dawson. Dawson to the hash marks. Dawson goes right across the crease past Vela. Chip forward by Boyd behind the goal line. Hill. Now Vela using his big body to get to the bottom of the right circle. Spinning away from Lagesson along the near half wall. Lagesson slaps it up the wall. Miller pinches in to keep it in. Vela keeps the cycle alive, throws a bouncing puck towards the slot. It's gloved down and then moved to center ice by McLaughlin.
A little change in the lines for the Wildcat. Miller was up on the line with Hill and Vela, and Yzerman down to the fourth line with the two freshmen.
Things have worked pretty well for Coach Umili and company. A 6-2 lead here, 12:45 left in the third. Suter tries a cross-ice pass for Jacobellis. He was tangled up with Kelleher, and the Cats able to bring it to center ice. McNicholas just overskates the puck and hit the back of his skates. And so the Minutemen again from our right to our left. There's a quick trigger by Lazarus, blocked by Marks. It's loose in front of Tironi. Scooped up by Marks, goes behind the goal line with it. Slams on the brakes, takes a hit from Lazarus. UMass takes it out right wing corner. Comes to the circle. Suter's forehand was blocked. Bouncing puck to the left circle. Comes out to the point. McLaughlin just inside the blue line. Plays it off the boards. The ricochet to the right of Tironi. Tried to glove it. Officials lost sight. They blow the whistle. 12:10 to go in the third. 6-2 UNH. This is Wildcat hockey from Learfield.
Right here's tonight's winning number, 536-969. Please visit the Friends of UNH hockey table behind section 120 to claim your prize.
Zone, and Maller will lift it down the ice. Grasso gives chase, but 2 Minutemen outnumber him. So Hetnick will take out the other way. So it's behind the net where Dawson will play it to the far boards. Van Riemsdyk, he'll chip it forward looking for Blackburn just behind his reach. Great to have Blackburn, Maller back in the lineup, and pretty soon, hopefully, knock on wood, Aaron Nazarian. Coming in is Plevy. His forehand bid goes well wide and out of the zone.
UMass is leaving an awful lot of open ice here as they're taking chances, pushing things forward offensively, just leaving the Wildcats all kinds of space to break it out and get it through the center zone.
Behind the net, Maller will get there and he'll play it to the near side, Dawson. Now Dawson works up the ice. He'll skate out of the zone, looking for Sacco. Out of his reach, though, and this could be an icing call. It is, as Lagesson gets there with 11:11 left here in the third. 6-2 UNH.
UNH Athletics would like to thank State Farm Insurance agents Renee LeClaire and Tony LeClaire for their continued support. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Want to see everybody back here Tuesday night. Final game before the Thanksgiving break, and then the Frozen Apple go to Madison Square Garden that following Saturday. But this Tuesday at the Wit, UNH RPI. Tickets available, UNHWildcats.com. Off a face-off in the UNH zone, Lagesson put a one-timer high. Now a shot from the right boards. Another save by Tironi. He's being peppered here in this third period, but he's been standing tall. Yzerman in transition the other way. Waits for a trailer. It's Sacco. His forehand shot deflected wide. Back to Fragona. Fragona backs it up, goal line wide. He goes across the way behind Yzerman. Kept in by Cleland. And Matias works it to the left point. Near side Marks. Centers for Sacco. Tipped out in front. Yzerman was coming through, and as Pete points out, you have Yzerman skating with a couple of his young guys in Sacco and Fragona.
Yeah, Sacco, I think, is going to go and spend some time in the sin bin for that hit along the boards just down below us. A little boarding call. But yeah, you're going to see this fourth line a little bit more here in the third period with a 4-goal lead. Head coach Dick Umili wanting these kids to get a whole lot of experience. Perhaps he wanted a little bit more size on that line with Sacco at 5'11 and Fragoni at 5'7, so puts the big man Shane Yzerman down there and puts the speedy little guy Chris Miller up with Hill and another big boy Vela up there in the second line.
Face off to Tironi's right, comes behind the net. Cleveland wraps it at the far end, and down it goes to the opposite side of the rink to our right near the Cat Pack. Nice student turnout tonight along with the Beast of the East pep band. We'll see them Tuesday night before they go away for the Thanksgiving break. So tickets available, UNHWildcats.com for UNH and RPI. Cats have killed off the previous UMass penalties. We'll see how the Minutemen handle this power play. It's Badger behind the net, coming out to the right wing side. Drops it down to the point. Baer moves to the center point, now goes to the left circle. Still controls, moves it back to Lagesson, high slot. He lost the puck to Kelleher. Here comes Kelleher, 2-on-2. Kelleher goes all the way in, goes across the way, backhand, looking for McNicholas. It glanced off the skate of Lagesson, and that one was pretty close to the near post. Maller, headman feed, Kelleher again into the UMass zone. Holds, gets split between two defenders and taken down. And the Minutemen come the other way. Into the zone, Lazarus, right side. Lazarus goes behind the net, works out to the left side, turns the corner. His pass comes out of the zone. And the Minutemen regroup. McLaughlin comes in. Drops to Suter on the left wing boards. Suter at the goal line. To the hash mark, still stick handles, works to the faceoff dot. Quick wrister save, Tironi bouncing puck, and a quick whistle. I think it might have still been loose.
Yeah, but eventually it found its way under a pad of Danny Tironi. He's had himself a good game, fended off a bunch of barrages here tonight. I'd take an opportunity to say happy birthday to my dad, Roger Webster, up in Laconia, New Hampshire. He's 88 years old today. As
Happy
I always
birthday.
say every year, same age as Mickey Mouse. They were born on the same day back in 1928. Happy birthday, Mickey Mouse, and my dad, Roger Webster.
Absolutely, Mr. Webster. Thank you for all your fine service, and thank you for giving us Pete Webster.
A UNH alum. Both he and my mom. And my grandfather.
Keep going. Power play still has 20 seconds, Pete. UMass isn't doing much else with it, so we can go through the family tree. All right, now the Minutemen move in. Suter across the line, right wing side. Wise ties him up as it goes behind the net. And this PK unit getting it done as Maller plays off the glass. And that should do it on the Sacco penalty. Final 5 seconds will tick off. 8:35 left in the third. It's been all UNH since the second period. They've scored the last 4 goals to take a 6-2 lead. They're back to even strength. Coming into the zone was McLaughlin. Let one fly. That got deflected off the glass. Over to the far side. Van Riemsdyk can't get to it, but it does get poked out to center ice. So Tyler Kelleher, a 5-point game, a goal and 4 assists. The last Wildcat to score 5 points in a game, Kevin Gumas, November 24th of 2012, had 3 goals and 2 assists in that particular game. Timeout on the ice as the Wildcats came in, or actually the Minutemen came in offside. 8:07 left in regulation. UNH 6, UMass 2. This is Wildcat hockey from Learfield.
It's UNH alumni Lewis Bernal. Kendall wants you to know that UNH alumni can say even more with a special discount. Visit Nike.com/my-discount for a free quote today. And we do want to congratulate our 50-50 winner tonight, Nancy Mahoney of Pittsfield. Tonight's prize, $453.
He watched it slide right to his stick, made the pass instantaneously.
McElhinney drops into the Wildcat zone. Maller will go off the kick plate to the far side, Vela. Vela leaves it deeper for Wise, and Wise gives to Maller. Maller plays some keep away off the glass near boards. Jamie Hill at center. Hill had his first goal of the season. That's the most recent Wildcat tally at 2:56 of the third. the 4-goal streak. Salvaggio, McNicholas, Kelleher, and Hill after we were tied 2-2. We'll get a hand pass call with 6:35 remaining here in the third. Wildcats looking to go to 500 overall. They'd be 5-5-2. And with a win, they'd be 3-1-1 in Hockey East.
A quick Hockey East scoreboard update. Harvard has taken a 2-1 lead over Boston College. That is right at the end of the second period. This game flying by here. We're almost done, and they're just barely done too. Notre Dame with a 2-1 lead over UMass Lowell, and Vermont is up their lead 5-1 over Maine.
Behind the net, Cameron Marks works at the near side. Kelleher loses it, though. It comes to Keats. Keats will chip it behind the net. Matthias Cleland able to seal off Badger to the far right boards. Kelleher moves it forward, and it's out of the zone. You know, as you talk about the Hockey East games, Wildcats have a few non-conference games coming up. The Rensselaer game here Tuesday night, and then against Cornell at Madison Square Garden on Saturday the 26th. The next home Hockey East game is White Out the Wit against Maine, Friday, December 2nd. Get your tickets while they're still available at UNHWildcats.com, and we have a high stick call with 5:54 left here in the third.
Always a big battle, the Wildcats and their neighbors, the Black Bears to the north. That's a home and home weekend with Maine visiting here on a Friday, and both teams heading back up to Orono to play again the next night. Tough thing to do with that distance.
Well, I'll learn about that after this game.
You will.
Headed to Orono for the football game tomorrow. UNH and Maine kick off at 1 o'clock in the battle for the Bryce Cowell Musket. And UNH still entertaining thoughts of a 13th consecutive NCAA playoff appearance. Don't let Coach Mack know I'm talking playoffs. It's all about hunting Black Bear and winning the Musket. It's been a good night so far. 6-2 UNH leading UMass. 5:35 left. It's Dawson in his own zone. Using the near boards to find Fragona. Fragona comes in. He angles towards the net. But as he tried to switch to the backhand, it's broken up by Bear. And the Minutemen, they'll be happy to be done with the Wildcats this year. They lost on their home ice 4-1. They're down 6-2 here. Sacco at center ice. And there's a call behind the play and a penalty coming up.
Who's it going to go on? Richie Boyd is going to get a slashing call here. As looks like he got tangled up with Riley McDougall. So UMass is going to get a chance here to chip away at their deficit. And they will go on the power play here tonight for the first time. Or not, for the fourth time, rather.
All right, face off. UMass wins it. And they have it along the right point with this power play. So the Cats can continue their perfect night on the PK. McNicholas peels it off the boards and flips it down the ice. Want to extend congratulations to a good friend of the Wildcat hockey program, Darlene Robertson. Earlier tonight during the game, they announced the winner of the trip to New York City for the Frozen Apple, and Darlene Robertson is the winner. There's a pass out in front, comes to the right circle, Jacobellis. We'll see Darlene, I'm sure, at Buffalo Wild Wings for the Coach Mack season finale, Monday night, 7 o'clock. There's a shot that hits the chest of Taroni. That was fired in by McLaughlin out high. Coach Humilli will join the show as well. Humilli and McDonald, one show this Monday, 7 o'clock, season finale. Get out to Buffalo Wild Wings at the mall at Fox Run. And as you talked to Rebecca Murphy earlier today from the mall at Fox Run, Santa's coming.
Santa's there.
Santa's already there, and you can sit in his lap.
You got the green light to sit in his lap, too, I heard. I asked that question.
Lazarus comes into the UNH zone. Stick check by Marks, takes it away, and then it's cleared down the ice by Vela. Still 50 seconds remaining on the Boyd penalty. Called for slashing at 14:44. 4 minutes left in regulation, 6-2 UNH. Into the zone, right wing side is McDougall. Make it Keats. Keats spins away, comes to the bottom of the circle, and moves it to the corner, Plevy. Now out to the point, Lagesson. He throws one in, that's tipped wide. Bear, left of the circle. Curls around Vela, bottom of the circle, plays it behind the goal line to Keats. Plevy, right wing boards. To the center slot, Lagesson. One-timer left side. Taroni the stop. Bear sent it in. And Danny Taroni having himself a great game. That gets lost in the shuffle when you have 6 goals, but the netminder has done a fine job between the pipes.
Yeah, I'm counting that as 12th save here in the third period. 32 shots overall UMass has poured in on the Wildcat net. UNH just 20, but this happened to UMass last weekend when they lost to Merrimack. They really outshot the Warriors 41-20, I think it was. Merrimack skated away with a 3-1 win.
We gave you the Wildcats' upcoming schedule as the puck is sent in and a whistle with 3:22 to go. How about UMass? What they have after this game?
Actually, I got to retract that. It was actually UMass poured all the shots in on Merrimack. Merrimack poured the shots in on UMass. UMass skated away with a win. They're going to the Friendship 4 tournament in Belfast, Ireland. That was the one I hope we were going to go to this year. Maybe next year we get to go to that one in Belfast, Ireland. Friday and Saturday of the Thanksgiving holiday. They're going to have a Hockey East game the first night and then play an ECAC team for the championship.
McElhinney comes in a shot, and there's a stick save made by Tirone. Yep, it's Vermont against UMass on the 25th. The Quinnipiac-St. Lawrence is the other pairing. The Friendship 4 in Belfast, Ireland. So we'll take Madison Square Garden. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it certainly will.
Ireland wouldn't be bad. All right, here's a shot turnaround from the right circle that's blocked down. Nico Hildenbrand trying to throw it in. Ends up behind Tirone. He's looking for it in the crease. There's all kinds of tangled players. There's bodies, so there's a puck somewhere, but it doesn't cross the goal line.
Well, they might. I have a feeling they might take a look at this. I'd like to get a look at it here at the overhead cam if they can put. Here we go. Nice to have this high-def video board right above us, and we can see the puck being batted around the crease area, deflected in on Danny Tirone. Part of his pad ended up in the net. So I don't think you can't see any puck go over there. So no replay there by the referees.
Good for us to see it on the four-sided HD video board, but no need to review it. Miller to Hill in the far boards. Still 6-2 Wildcats taken away by UMass. McDougall works at bottom of the right circle looking for the on-charging Jessica. It's bouncing there. Petrella gloves it down. Dawson tries to track him. Petrella moves out in front. Shot, save, Tirone. Rebound, comes out loose. Sharp angle shot, a glove save, Tirone. He's got that glove on the right hand. And Anthony Petrella tried to sneak it in from left of the near post and could not do it.
You got to credit the Minutemen, guys like Anthony Petrella, not giving up out there, really battling hard right down to the final whistle. And boy, he got it's really a tight angle shot there, but Danny Tirone's so quick with the glove from only about 10 feet away.
Off the draw, McLaughlin plays it off the glass, bounces to the right wing side. Cleveland will get there. Lead pass behind Salvaggio. And down the ice, and this will be an icing call. 2:17 left. UNH 6, UMass 2. This is Wildcat Hockey from Learfield.
UMass being very physical, playing right to the final whistle, and you're going to have some jousts down there. And Tyler's not too happy with his fellow number 16, that being Steven Jacobellis.
UMass has outshot UNH in each period, but as you've pointed out, this third period, 16-5 now with our UNH Analytics Live stat update. But they can't figure out Tirone at this point. And the only goal of the third period belongs to Jamie Hill of the Wildcats. UMass continues to fight. It's in the corner. Boyd trying to dig it off the wall. He's got Dawson working with him. Dawson plays it to the left side. Van Riemsdyk, he tries to chop it forward to no avail. And it's behind the net again. Jessica works it to the circle. Blackburn breaks it up. Van Riemsdyk doesn't have enough. Yes, he does. Just enough to get it to center ice. And there's a minute left in regulation. On the right side, Jessica. He tries a shot that gets deflected out of play with 51 seconds to go.
I thought we were going to beat the 9 o'clock whistle here with this game. It's flown by so fast. Now just barely 2 hours old, and we only have 50 seconds left.
For the radio audience, there will be a very abbreviated, if at all, pregame show Tuesday. It's a UNH doubleheader. Women's basketball against Wagner at 5 o'clock with Jim Janot and Rob Dowley, and then right to Pete and me here at the WIT for UNH RPI hockey. So great chance to take in 2 games and also to listen to 2 games if you so choose.
Well, a 4-goal margin here in this game, 4-goal margin down at Northeastern. Huskies have a 5-1 lead over Providence.
Interesting scores tonight.
Yeah.
We'll have them all for you in the Bud Light postgame show, which is 40 seconds away of game time. Minutemen just trying to find a way to strike, get some good feelings before they go into Ireland. Keats with a backhand feed intended to hit the charging Plevy, but instead it ends up in the crease, and Tironi hangs on.
Yeah, they're throwing everything at the Wildcat net, so that's going to count as a save. But it's pretty harmless there. A little flip backhand for him, 45 feet out. It's been a good, solid game for the Wildcats. Another one of those character builders there. They got a 1-0 lead, gave up a goal, got a 2-1 lead, gave up a goal, and then they flexed it. 4 goals in a row unanswered.
Well, all important Hockey East points. This will give them a 2-game series sweep of the Minutemen after they won the season series from Merrimack. So those are the first 2 opponents the Cats are done with. Puck turnover by Dawson to the right of Tironi. Comes out to the mid slot before being poked out to the far wall. Chris Miller's on there. Miller will get it to center ice and chip it just across the UMass line. It's Dawson who controls, and he'll walk it into his own end. The Wildcats sending the fans home happy. They skate by UMass in convincing fashion. The final score tonight, UNH 6 and UMass 2. What a night for Tyler Kelleher. 5 points, 1 goal, 4 assists. Jason Salvaggio, his first career 2-goal game. A number of other superlatives we'll get to, plus all the highlights, scores, 3 stars of the game, and much more after this break, because it's the Bud Light postgame show. Bud Light, a proud partner of UNH hockey, reminding all fans, enjoy the game and drink responsibly. UNH beats UMass 6-2. We're back after this. This is Wildcat Hockey from Learfield.